So, the GOP primaries are turning into a real dog and pony show. It's becoming a real shitstorm, and this is like something I've never seen in my life. I'm 52 years old. I have voted Republican my entire adult life. I've been a registered Republican since I'm the age of 18. I've always voted Republican, except once I voted for Ross Perot, and I learned then that when you vote third party, you put the other people in power. And I swore I would never vote third party again, until now. Because what's happening in the GOP is inexcusable. They're refusing to acknowledge Trump. They're refusing to acknowledge not only Trump, but his millions of supporters, which means that we don't matter to you in the GOP. You don't care about us. You don't care about our votes, what we want. We're just cattle to you. You milk us for votes, and you milk us for taxes. And that's all we are to you. And it's become obvious, because Donald Trump is rattling the foundation of the status quo. And things are going to change drastically if he gets elected. And nobody in the GOP wants that to happen. Nobody in the Democrat Party wants it to happen either. Democrats and Republicans are a two-headed serpent. And between the two of them, they fuck this country pretty damn good. And people are tired. That's why Bernie's getting a lot of supporters on the Democrat side, and Trump is getting so much support on the GOP side. But the powers that be on both sides have rigged the game so that the people don't matter. Bernie's lost before it's already begun. They've already hamstrung him, and they're letting him hobble along so they could put forth this illusion that what the Democrats are actually running is somewhat democratic. He lost before he even started. Okay? On the GOP side, they're desperately trying to figure a way to hobble Trump. And they can't. There's just nothing that they can do to him that's going to injure his popularity with the people that love him. And it's really sad, because the GOP should have known after the 2012 election, we have to reinvent ourselves. We need fresh blood. We need new ideas. We need new people. And frankly, we need to get some Democrats to swing over to our side, because their party doesn't even come close to resembling the Democrat Party of JFK. It's now the Democrat Party of Che Guevara. Okay, and I'm sure that there's a lot of Democrats who don't like that. They're not going to vote for Ted Cruz. They might vote for Donald Trump. If Ted Cruz is the candidate in November, we may as well just crown Hillary our queen, because it's going to be that bad. He's going to lose that badly to her in the general election. Trump can win, and he will win. He's got to be given a chance, and he needs the backing of the party. Okay, this broken convention crap, it's got to end. They say if he doesn't get the 1237, the magic number, he doesn't get the nomination. But if he goes in 50 or 100 delegates short and he doesn't have the nomination, what's going to be the solution to that? They're going to give it to somebody who has even less? They're not going to reward Trump if he comes up a little bit short, but they're going to consider giving it to Kasich, who's going to come into this thing with fewer than 200 delegates. That's criminal. That is an absolute slap in the face to everybody who's voted in this primary. That can't be allowed to happen. And God forbid they're going to drop in Mitt Romney or Paul Ryan, and they're going to shove them down our throats. They didn't even run. They didn't campaign. They didn't debate. They didn't spend any time or money. And there's no reason in the world why they should be considered, even spoken of, to possibly be nominated. This is just getting ridiculous beyond words. The GOP is fractured. It's already broken. The hierarchy is saying that if Trump wins the nomination, they're going to back a third party. Well, anybody in the GOP that backs a third party, they need to be purged from the GOP. We need to kick their asses out and let them go start their third party and start their movement the way they want it to be. Because if they're not going to abide by the agreements that they made Trump sign, they need to go. Now, if the opposite happens and Trump gets screwed at the convention and they pull the rug out from under him and they give it to somebody undeserving like a Kasich or a Mitt Romney, we need to bolt. We need to leave the GOP. We need to go to a third party. I don't know what that would be. You know, the Tea Party seems to be a movement and not an actual party. Maybe it's time for them to consider getting on the ballot in all 50 states and actually fielding a candidate. If not the Tea Party, we have to find a new home. But I don't know if this fracture can be repaired. The only thing that's going to fix it would be if Trump wins and the entire GOP unites behind him, and then we can win in November. Because if we don't do that, we're fucked. This country is so screwed up right now, it's going to be beyond repair if we have 4 years of Hillary. That we'll have, not only will we not have a border wall, but we're going to have unlimited, unfettered illegal immigration coming into this country, and they're all going to get Obamacare, and we're going to be the ones who pay for it. So think about that, GOP, okay? Get with the program. We gave you a majority in Congress, not once, but twice, and we expected you to do the right thing, and you didn't do anything. You didn't stand up to Obama not once. You've given him every single thing that he wanted, and you funded him to the last dollar without any dissent. You've been his lapdogs. You roll over on your back and he scratches your belly. That's what he thinks of the Republican majority in Congress. That's why you have Donald Trump running for president. And you need to get with the program and stop fucking around and support Trump.